right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, gun.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. I got this.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
12.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
To throw is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check 99, check 99, check 37, check 37.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Check back 33, check back 33. Let's go, D. 36, 36.
At the 29-yard line.
Hut. Check. 61. Match back. 10. 10. 49. Check 49.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down.
Kill.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Joker. Jack. Hey.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You ain't going nowhere. No.
He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
1 sec. 33. Check right, check right. 2 times, 2 times. You got 3 down, 3 down. Wheel. Check 15, check 15.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Same one. Switch. Slam. Deuce.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Badgley's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the check.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 180. 55. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 65. Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24, check 24. Motion, check. Shift. Watch that. Go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking. Check it.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check curls. Mike shift 33. Come on, D. Check now.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going deep downfield for Ross. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight down. There you go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. Room past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slip. 21. Here we go. 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
One, Omaha. Hey, wahoo!
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll have a first down past the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, Haywood!
On first down, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's got some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Tackles.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Hines. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. Get ready. Mark 55. I know he ain't got it. 21. Mark 55. Hey, gun. Smooth.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
65. 56. Hey, Charlie. You let me read. Let's go, baby. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check Mike 33. Here we go, D. Mike, check 33. Yo. Squeeze, double.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. 180! Rep. Alert 3. 6. Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, alert!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down.
Hey, my 7, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Shoot.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And no, it's incomplete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Slam. He's coming. Double up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Ready? 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Watch the run.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.